have heard about the Star Cruiser, the Star Skipper, and the Space Hopper, but Space Corp would like to introduce you to our newest rocket yet. Brand new for the year 2000, Space Corp is unveiling the Spaceship Zero, the first ever ship of its kind outfitted with a new interstellar engine we call the Better-than-Light drive. Better than light, you ask? Why, yes. Our new proprietary technology outpaces the competition when it comes to light speed drives. Our new engine creates a gravitational field in front of the ship, effectively turning the Spaceship Zero into a sled sliding down an infinitely long hill. The best part is the BTL drive can create a gravitational pull so strong it propels the Zero faster than the speed of light. And it does it with less fuel than our competitors, who are still limited by light speed. Be sure not to miss our inaugural flight on June 5th of this year. Remember the days when families could leave their doors unlocked at night? It's a sad truth, but as the world gets smaller and global pressures surround us, more and more people find themselves the target of violence. We here at Space Corp seek to preserve the golden age of our country, a time when people could feel safe in their houses and not need to worry about threats lurking in the dark of night, just waiting for a chance to steal what you value most. Introducing a newfound peace of mind, the Atomizer from Space Corp. Say goodbye to your rusted old service revolver and your hunting shotguns for home security, and say hello to the future. With the Atomizer, you'll only need one shot to put down any home intruders and would-be murderers. That's right, just one shot, even a glancing blow, and this new energy weapon will dissolve the no-good ne'er-do-well into a pile of fine particles that you can suck up with your handy-dandy Space Corp wall-mounted vacuum-suck hand vacuum. Find both at a retailer near you. Summer's here. Mom is baking pies, Dad is dusting off the grill, and the kids are getting ready for a summer of fun cookouts and pool parties. To celebrate our great nation's birth and independence, we at Space Corp want to remind you that we value your communities and your families. That's why this summer, we are happy to announce our new war suit. 8 feet tall, oxygen tanks, built-in telecommunications array, and best of all, it only needs 4 Space Corp atomic batteries per hour to function. So this summer, as you are enjoying Dad's skills on the grill, remember that the men and women of the U.S. Space Navy are protecting our great nation with Space Corp brand war suits. Are you living a boring life? Sick of the drab surroundings at the office? Tired of the monotony of your daily routine? Then look no further, adventure seekers. Space Corp is the place for you. Join our team of scientists, engineers, pilots, and staff. Adventure in the stars await all those who seek a break from the rigors of modern life. Take a break from Earth, explore Mars, mine resources in the asteroid belt. Perhaps you'll even be lucky enough to be the first human to make contact with an alien species. There are no limits to how far you can go with Space Corp. Head to your local recruitment center today to sign up for a life-changing adventure.
Welcome in, everybody, to the season finale of Spaceship Zero. I should center my camera a little bit more. There we go. Ha! Welcome in, everyone. Before we do our little recap, let's go around the proverbial table here and introduce our players. Let them know who your play and substances used.
Hi, I'm unshaved, unshowered, and unsatisfied, and I'm playing Fran Wickerbottom, the corporate executive.
Next up, we have Frenden.
Hi, that's right. I'm Frenden. I'm playing Lightman. I'm a mechanic. I fix things. I'm a fixer. And I'm fixing to finish this module. Thank you. Good night.
We have Jentendo.
Hello. Tonight I will be playing the role of Captain Jan Tandar. Many dreams, all of them about flying in space, many of them unrealized.
Until tonight. And finally, Mr. Dr. Abstracto.
Hello, I am Dr. Abstracto, playing Mr. Dr. Abstracto that doesn't have irritable bowel syndrome.
The one true superpower
The
of
power
his
of roleplay.
Yeah.
Through the power of roleplay, we will fix your irritable bowels. Last time on the Spaceship Zero, our corporate executive was taken to an interrogation chamber where she was strapped down to a table with little metallic arms with saws and syringes and little pokey things all over it. But using her powers of charm and persuasion, instead of being tortured for information, she instead seduced her captor. And through much uncomfortableness of the DM, which you can see on my YouTube channel, you can she seduced her torturer, had sex with him, possibly making little fishy babies. We'll see next season of this show whenever it comes out. Was able to, instead of being tortured, get information from her captor and bring him onto the side of our heroes. After which, our corporate executive was returned to the slave pens with the rest of our crew, where they devise a daring escape plan. And through the help of this Hydronaut hybrid who was seduced to be on their side, they were able to get to the hangar, open the space bay doors, hop on their ship, and fly off. We left them having just left the hangar. There are sirens blaring. I guess you couldn't actually hear them in the hangar now that there's no oxygen. I should also mention that Ensign Benson, my favorite character, got sucked out into the vacuum of space and is probably...
I'm just gonna say, proves the theory that Benson is sucked all along.
Valid.
I'm hurt, but continue. And yeah, so everyone's on the ship, except for Benson. You've got our heroes characters. You've got Lula, the slave girl. You got like 24 unnamed slaves. You've got Teldon, the lead warrior guy. You've got the Elder. He's on the spaceship. Dr. Ashton made it on there too, so you still have like a science officer on the ship, and you guys are just trying to escape while sirens and stuff blare inside the ship, although again not in the hangar because there's no air there. I would like you guys first, I'd like a tech know-how roll from somebody, and then
I'll go first.
on that roll, I'll give you guys a C check.
Right. I'm gonna go. Wait, can we all do tech know-how in order of like lowest to highest, or just one person?
Yeah, you can go low to high. That's fine.
All right. I have a 20%. Let's go. Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
I have a
got.
40.
Okay, go for it.
Where is it?
It should have been me.
Oh no.
I'm lower.
Oh no.
What's your tech
Are you
know-how?
lower than 20 or 40?
24.
Oh, then it's your
Oh.
turn.
Go for
Wait,
it.
you can. Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, Abstracto hasn't rolled yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
No.
Captain
looks
Tandar
like
didn't
everybody
get it.
don't know much.
Oh, we got it
Oh, I
with
got it.
Abstracto.
Nice.
Ooh, easy.
Nice.
Oh, it's
So-
easy being the mechanic
Oh
on
my
this
God,
ship. I
that's
just
bad.
watch everybody else bumble about, and usually they stumble on a solution, and I get a check.
It's because you're in the union, baby. We didn't fill out the paperwork. That's why I went first. Save me from
Oh.
doing the paperwork.
We'll take you guys back over here. Except Benson is not there because he didn't make it onto the ship.
Bye,
Uh,
bitch.
Get out of here, Benson.
Wait, put in the fishman.
Put in the fish man. I
Oh my
don't. I don't
God.
have. I don't have a picture of him just by himself, unfortunately.
I'm just saying, sounds like Fran
Um,
already put in the fish man.
I can do this though.
It did.
I can put Lula down here.
That works. Hell yeah.
I can put the slave girl down here.
Hell yeah. We need
Yeah.
a female dominant cast.
Alright, we're nothing if not progressive in the future, right? So yeah, you guys, everyone's doing stuff. You're trying to escape. It's hectic. Abstracto just happens to be the guy who flips on the monitor system, and all of the exterior cameras of the ship come to light. I would like you guys now to make a C check now that you have eyes on the outside.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Everyone else can roll a C check if they want. But we have at least one success here. So for those of you who do roll a success, you can see on the monitors, specifically the 12 monitors that are in this picture here. I'd also like to say, if we could see the reverse angle, like if we could see what the characters in this in the bridge are looking at, there's like a giant monitor which acts as like a windshield basically. And you can see like the giant monitor is like the forward view. The other 12 monitors, when flipped to the exterior cameras, can basically give you a 360 view all around the ship. That is not a crit hit, Dion. That is a critical fail.
Shh.
Yeah, that's a
Jen
crit.
doesn't know that.
100 is the opposite of good in this game.
The captain tries to see, and her eyes fall out of her head and roll onto the deck.
The captain drops her glasses and turns into Velma from Scooby-Doo. My glasses! I can't see without my glasses!
Oh, jinkies.
Meanwhile, patting the ground like 2 inches away from where her glasses actually are. So the rest of you guys that succeed on this check, you can see through some of the cameras on the back end. It's a little distorted. It's a little difficult to see, but you guys can see through, like, just past like the flames of the giant engine on the back of the ship. You can see past the sort of heat distortion, and you can see that there are hydronauts in full spacesuits in their like low grav, zero air environment of the hangar, trying to float / jump over to the little like flying pods in the hangar, the little flying saucer like things in the hangar. So like they looks like they're getting ready to kind of chase you down. You also know that this the big ship itself has some laser beams that it can fire at you guys. Obviously, there's the the magno beam, tracking beam kind of thing that they caught you in the first time. Knowing that everything is basically fully charged up now, the only thing you guys know is that the actual the universe collapsing portion of your better than light drive that needs xenon gas to function properly, and you're like very low on xenon, so not enough of that to start the universe over again. But the rest of your ship is fully charged up. You full maneuverability. You can turn the Bendel field on for more like armor resistance and all that kind of stuff. What do you guys want to do?
You said enemies are coming after us?
They are currently getting into their spaceships. They're like running across the hangar to get into their spaceships. So it'll be like 2 to 3 actions before like.
Okay.
We don't have any offensive weapons on this ship, right?
Correct.
Wow. Do we have shuttles?
What was that? Do you have what?
Shuttles.
Shuttles? No,
Yes.
there's no like little lifeboats or anything on this.
Um,
It was literally just a like prototype test vehicle to test this
Okay.
engine. They didn't think that they didn't predict what happened was going to happen. They just thought, oh
Right.
yeah, they'll zip out to Pluto and back in like 2 minutes and it'll be fine.
Gotcha.
could I enact the rule of cool
Okay, so you
with
wanna
a
use
0
your-
dice?
So already we get 1 0 die at the beginning of a session. We're 10 minutes in and you're already using. Okay, what is this
Yes.
rule of cool? We'll see if this is not completely game breaking.
I'm going to. What I would like to do is with my corporate executive clearance, I want to initiate protocol Alpha Sigma Beta, which is a one-time emergency executive protocol of self-defense, which gives us a weapon that lasts for a short period of time.
It's a wait.
It gives us a laser for one fight.
You gives you a what for one fight?
Laser. Pew pew.
Gives you a
pew.
laser for one fight.
It's just the emergency defense protocol Alpha Sigma Beta.
Interesting. You know what? It is the season finale after all.
Yeah.
So why the hell not?
All right, so I go up to Commander Tandar and I go,
Commander, permission to speak.
Always.
I have been withholding information
I
because
understand.
it was okay.
Now that Benson's dead, we can talk freely.
All right.
Manson sucked. You hear
alright.
from the background.
Well, the ship has a gun. I know they said there wasn't weapons on the ship. There's one gun. It won't last long. We have something.
I knew it.
Just need your approval as commander of the ship to give me
Always.
the clearance.
Any clearance that you need.
All right.
I
cool.
overheard you two, and I just want to say I'm used to handling a big gun that doesn't last long.
I pull my corporate key card, key fob out of my tits, and I go and insert it into the console and initiate Alpha Protocol, Alpha Sigma Beta. Yeah, sure. Yes.
Little tender pressure.
God damn it.
All right. You
It's also top secret.
rule of cool. activate this hidden protocol, you guys get 1 laser gun on this ship. Let me see. Hey, look at that. I opened the book exactly to the right page. Don't do
Then
that
it was
every
meant
day.
to be.
How do I grapple someone?
Raise weapon. How do I grapple?
I'd like to
You have to
grapple
make a
laser gun.
fisticuffs check, and they have to make a fisticuffs check against you.
Joke's gone. You missed the joke. It's gone. It's
I
gone
did
now.
miss the joke.
It's gone. It's gone.
Never
Tell me how
expect me to
grapple in
get a
5e.
joke when I'm
It's like the
looking up
Deftones,
weapons.
gone but not forgotten.
In the
Gone,
arms
but I wish they
of
were
the
forgotten.
angel, far away from here.
Damn you, Sarah McLachlan.
So
She's Sarah McLaughing all the way to the bank after that one.
I would too.
here we go.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
is this not going?
Why? Why not?
Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. So yeah, you guys get. Actually, you know what? I want you to roll, Dion. I want you to roll a tech know-how roll. I want us to determine what kind of laser. There's a few different ones. They range in power, and I want to see
Okay.
which one you get.
All right. I'm using my reroll that Butters gave me.
Okay,
It still was not enough.
okay, that's fine.
I failed by 10.
Fran, don't worry. You know how we're gonna find out what kind of laser this is? By making it vaporize some fucking space fish.
Could I bullshit explain an administration role for my security clearance to give me access to a possibly bigger gun?
No,
Damn it.
you already
Worth a
used your
shot.
rule of cool. You already used the rule of cool.
There. I'll get another 0 dice. Just you wait. I need to seduce someone.
So
Benson. Oh fuck.
there's a couple different levels of gun. If you guys got if you failed, I was gonna give you the lowest. If you succeeded, I was gonna give you the medium one, and if you crit hit, I was gonna give you the most powerful one.
This is fair.
So I'm gonna give you this one here. You didn't fail like so terribly, so I'm gonna take pity on you. I'm gonna give you guys a rail gun, which does 110 damage plus whatever you succeed on a hit. This is going to be so from what I remember, what Toren said is ship weapons are based on the character's heavy weapons statistic. So you guys use heavy weapon score to shoot the gun.
So we throw mechanic on the gun and captain maneuvers the ship and the rest of us go pray.
Yep.
I'm a doctor, not a pool man.
I've got a 60 on my heavy weapon, so unless somebody else is carrying around above a 60, let's
All right.
let's go ahead and call it.
So that was, I'll say, like to activate that and like get it all set up. I'm gonna say that's like 2 rounds of actions because you have to like, you actually have to like computer stuff, turn the key. That's like 1 action, and then it popping out and like stabilizing itself to actually be used as like another action. You guys still have like obviously anybody else while that's happening. So that's our executives 2 of the 3 rounds. Anybody else want to do anything to like prepare for this potentially dangerous escape scene?
I have one idea.
Let's hear it.
Captain, knowing now
Flash.
that Benson is forever lost to the sands of time and space,
Thank God.
I'd like to divert all the energy from his personal quarters directly into our shields, because fuck him and fuck his room.
I have to check. I think we might have already been doing that, but I need to make sure that we haven't engaged that yet.
Double check, because I can always
I see we
MacGyver
haven't.
something up.
I think we turned it on for a day because there were a lot of complaints to HR. So go ahead, you can. divert
Oh,
the
it was
power.
when he was crying about that lady, what we broke him up with by
Yes.
transport in the future. We were like, fine, you can have some shields in your room so you don't get irradiated tonight.
He was watching the tape too many times, spending too much time alone in there. So we turned
Watching
him
the
off for a
tape,
while.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep, he was touching himself. He
Yeah.
was playing with his flesh cannon.
He was
so.
just the grossest human, that Benson. I'm so glad he's dead, Captain.
Me
Do we
too.
have
High
any
five.
messages since we've been gone?
Since we've been gone.
What was that?
Do we have any messages since we've been gone?
Any new messages? Did anybody
Yeah.
call us?
No.
Hey,
Okay.
missed you
Okay.
guys. What's
Okay.
up?
So
Hey, alternate future
yeah,
here.
you guys check.
Stay frosty.
You know, as you guys like, someone checks. Maybe it was maybe it was Fran. You know, kind of just happened to notice there aren't messages. Is there an insight? Is that like a thing? Maybe it's just a brains roll.
I would say
Streetwise.
Streetwise could work. That's kind of like common
Streetwise,
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Any of those kinds of things. Just maybe a streetwise
I'll give a streetwise.
brains.
I passed my streetwise by 4.
Yeah. Captain, I always knew you were a
So-
tough customer.
So yeah, when it's brought up that you guys don't have any message, like you went into cryosleep, and when you woke up from cryosleep before you turned on the BTL and destroyed the universe, you had messages from home, you know,
Sure. Yeah.
some coupons from, you know, Space Corp, you know, to like buy some new products, because they don't just give you stuff, you have to buy shit with company money from them. There was some competing stuff there, the messages from loved ones. And you've noticed now that through this whole time that you've been in this universe, there haven't been any messages coming into the Zero, which you can only think means like maybe this ship
Everyone knows
hasn't
us.
been made in this universe, or maybe your doppelgangers aren't like, well, we know Captain Tandar has a doppelganger who was part of Space Corp, but maybe it was a different ship, maybe the rest of you weren't part, like, for whatever reason, if your doppelgangers had loved ones on Earth, they didn't send you messages, and also Space Corp wasn't sending you, like, advertisements and stuff for, like, new equipment and things, which is also strange. So maybe the Zero was never built? You're not sure, but there could be, you know, a dozen reasons why destroying the universe hasn't given you guys communications from home.
So what you're saying is, when our ship got transported to an alternate future timeline reality kind of situation, we stopped getting our fucking email.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, you know, I for one welcome this new emailless future. It's the one good thing, Captain, Doctor, Fran, Benson's corpse, about this future, is that we don't get any more fucking emails.
The only regret that I have is there is but one Benson to kill.
You're right. Maybe we
He's
could
already-
clone him.
Maybe that could be our quest.
Just
I mean, he was in the cryosleep pod for a while. I'm sure he shed some skin cells in there.
Fran, that's good thinking. You got a form for that? Also,
We
who
don't
cares
need
about
it.
these aliens
Paperwork
attacking
doesn't
them, you know?
exist.
Yeah, okay. It's true. No more emails. We're unburdened by the presence of a corporate authority.
Do we even want to go back?
I like this new future. Let us reign above the fishmen.
We live here
We will be strident, carrying tridents.
now.
We should probably take care of the fish people coming after us first, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Well,
let's do that.
you know what? I'm going to put some of that extra Benson power towards shields. That's my MacGyver for this session. Fuck his room. In
I
particular.
would during our time in between, I would probably pilot the spaceship into a more
Benson's corpse.
charitable position so that we can all see Benson's corpse as it freezes in space.
Put in line of
I
fire
actually-
with the railgun, so we pepper him with the first shot.
I actually
You
just want to
captain.
position the ship.
I'd like to train the laser on Benson's corpse to test fire it and make sure it works.
I need to make sure I can actually position the ship first. I would like to position
Fair.
the ship in an
Fair, Cap.
advantageous way against our pursuers.
All right, so far we got Fran laser, me shields, you
Didn't
position.
do it.
Oh, hang on.
We don't have an extra advantageousness.
So there seems to be one email coming in, Captain. It says "Take 2 action," and
Oh,
it's
dear
from
God.
me to you on the console.
Oh dear God. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try again. No, I still don't.
Damn it,
I missed by
Captain.
10. I missed by 10. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what the hell to say anymore. You guys reposition your ship. You can see
It's not
Benson.
especially
You
advantageous.
can see Benson floating up there in space
Mhm.
as you are now
Love it.
facing back towards the ship that you're trying to escape from.
Yeah, because we can fire at it now. That makes sense,
Yeah.
Captain.
All right. I don't have any like little icons of the little flying saucers, but you guys can see now through repositioning and dissing on Benson for so long that they little flying saucers are now emerging from the giant mouth of this giant fish-shaped well, relatively fish-shaped spaceship. And let's see how many there are. Die here. They send out, drum roll, 2 spaceships. They send out 2 of their little flying saucers to try and route you, or whatever the term is, and get you, like, either damage your ship so they can bring you back in, or something along those lines. There are more flying saucers inside the hangar that you guys saw when you were in there, so there may or may not be reinforcements, but Grathel lets you know that their reasoning that there's only like 2 of them out right now is probably because he did a relatively good job at directing them towards the back of the ship where the engines were. That's what he was like saying in the Hydronaut language, was that you guys were gonna sabotage the engine, so like everyone was rushing towards the back of the ship.
Okay.
So it's gonna take them a little bit probably to get some reinforcements out here, but there are two little ships, and I could always just do this. I could put Hydronauts out here as the other two little ships. There we go. Just so we have some icons. The theater of the imagination. But
while this is happening, I'm gonna elbow the doctor and say, "Hey, you got any stimulants you could pipe into the air? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little sleepy and I could use an edge in this upcoming firefight. Is there anything, like that butt chugged whiskey bottle that you were keystering that you could dump into the air and help?"
Fran was the only stimulant I counted on.
Oh shit!
I'm still here for you, baby.
You know what? I respect it. And then I get back to my station.
Can I, for the 3rd turn before shit hits the fan, because I still had one more thing I could do, can I open up a communication channel with the main ship there and do a bluff check and be like, "We have your scientist! If you wish for him to survive, leave us and let us escape peacefully." And yeah, I'm gonna, if there's like a video feed, I'm just gonna, like, before I open it, I'm gonna wink at Grathel, and then I'm gonna like hold him hostage on the video feed.
Unfortunately, in fish culture, winking means I'm about to throw you under the bus.
So
That would
My
be
bluff
at a minus
failed.
30. Oh, well, okay.
Well,
It failed.
I failed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was giving you a minus 30 instead of just a straight failure because most of the Hydronauts don't speak English. Only
Yeah.
only the hybrids do, and they only have a handful of hybrids.
Fair.
So
Was hoping
the
one would be
minus 30
listening.
was gonna be like, yeah, the minus 30 was like, since everybody was rushed to the back of the ship, the minus 30 was basically gonna be like, is there a hybrid in the communications bay to actually hear your message? The message transmits perfectly. All you hear back is and
What they say, sweetheart.
Grathel translates that, and he says, well, translating and trying to be polite about it, removing a lot of the slurs that they use against humans. The basic gist of it was, don't you people know that we can't speak your dirty primate language?
Damn you,
But
bloody
I
apes.
would like you all to roll for initiative, and I'm gonna roll 3d10 here for the different NPC stuff that I gotta do. I'm gonna make one of those a 6.
Oh, wonderful.
6. 8. Abstracto's at a 1. Fran's at a 2.
Ooh, sorry.
Tandar's at a 5. And Flash is at 4. Oof. Alright. Let me order by descending. So
We're
it
all
looks like
distracted by Benson's corpse floating in space. Not that we care about it, just that we're cheering so loudly, we kind of lose track of the battle.
God damn it.
I actually require the whole team to take some moments to enjoy the fruits of our labor, and that being Benson's frozen corpse.
We did what we came here to do.
Yeah.
He died as he lived, curled in a ball and totally ashamed of himself.
You guys want to see a dead body?
All right. Do you guys want to see, have you seen that show? Do you want to see a dead body?
No, it's a movie reference too, though.
It's a funny show. Anyway, let me see. What are the Hydronauts? So the main ship doesn't do anything this turn. You can't exactly tell what's going on inside. It's a big ship. So just like looking at your monitors, you're not exactly sure like what's going on in there. So the next thing up are the flying saucers. Let me see here. We are going to... These guys have a... Oh, okay, these guys have the piloting. Actually, you know what? Since these guys are... Oh, wait, there it is. Never mind. It is heavy weapons. Okay. They have a space pilot 45 and heavy weapons 30. So each of these guys are going to try and reposition themselves into an advantageous position. And then they're going to try and fire on you guys. So I'm going to roll. Neither of them get into an advantageous position, so you guys are going to have just even, like, they're not going to get a bonus to their roll, and you're not going to get, like, any emotions to your roll.
You know, you
each gonna
say we
try
won't
and
get a bonus to
fire.
our roll, but I do have double rolls right now. There are
Fair.
30% more rolls per roll.
One of these little ships shoot you with a ray gun, an astro disintegrator beam. I gotta figure out what the armor is for the Zero with the Bendel. But
Over 9,000.
while I figure that out, as you guys take 55 plus 29, which is what, 84 damage. I have to figure out how much the Bendel field gives you guys. An additional 20 points. Okay, so. Ooh, wow. Okay, you guys only take, I believe, 9 points of damage? No, 14 points of damage on your ship from that blast.
Did the MacGyver that I used to try to get an additional shield or armor benefit by redirecting Benson power do anything?
Yeah, let's
The benefit of not having as many crew members is less crew quarters needed to power.
Right. Roll a tech build repair thing,
Okay.
and if it's successful, we'll add your number to a 10, let's say.
Okay.
So you'll get at least 10 for, doing it, and then whatever else.
That is successful, so it'd
All
be
right,
39.
So, yeah, we'll round that up to 40.
40.
In which case you guys take no damage to your ship. I will write down your health and stuff. Do you guys want the crew to do anything? Like, do you guys want Grathel to do anything? Any of like the tribal people? Do you want Ashton to try and do anything?
What could they do?
I don't know.
Asking the party, actually. Like, what do you think we could have people do?
Somebody could man Benson's old station.
Maybe Graffel could give us some sort of information about, like, the ships we're attacking. Like, they could maybe roll a tech know-how to see what benefits they could give us in terms of attacking them.
Graffel, tell us everything you know.
We don't need to shake him. Don't shake him.
I'm sorry. I'm so used to having Benson in this seat. I'm sorry, Graffel. It's muscle memory.
So he's putting panko and fish into a Ziploc bag and shaking it around. I just don't know what to do with one that I'm not supposed to shake.
Shake him, baby.
Thank you for the cheer, Grouch Couch.
Shake him.
Oh, sorry.
Every time Graffel turns around, there's just a different cooking implement, like in my hand. It's like a skillet one time, a fryer basket another.
You're wearing those things that, like, allow you to tear meat after you've, like, barbecued it. Like the bear claws.
No, good job, Graffel. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's all that.
Captain, permission to eat the fish man that's on deck.
Oh my god.
No.
No,
I'm the
permission
only one
denied.
eating this fish man on this boat.
It looks so tasty. I'm so
We
hungry.
do not know if Fran is
is.
carrying this fishman's child.
Who told you?
The fishman might be carrying Fran's child. We don't know how their
See the
biology
glow.
works.
Oh god,
see
I
the
hope it's
glow.
like a seahorse.
I hope you both are carrying children.
One comes
Twins.
out like fish dominant, man second, and the other comes out man dominant, fish second.
Oh god.
Yes. Yes.
Oh dear god.
One of them is like a
Mermaid,
mule,
reverse mermaid.
reverse mermaid. Oh,
Jen, please use
It's
your
a
really
tamer.
cool dice to make that the canonical.
Yes, I would like to use my zero dice to make that canon right now. Rule of cool is that they are both pregnant with
Yeah.
the vice
Reverse.
versa of their species merging.
Merge made.
That's weird. But
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
that's
used the
space,
zero die.
baby.
I used the zero
yeah.
die.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying it's weird. All right, let me write down the saucer stuff here. So, real quick, was there something you wanted them to do? I was writing stuff down and I missed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like Graffle to give us information about the ships that we're attacking. Likely potentially a tech know-how on his part to give us benefits to attacking his own ships.
Okay.
That's what I added. I don't know if anybody else said something else they wanted to share.
I'm just trying to sell some Girl Scout cookies. You know, I've had this ledger of them for my niece that have been sitting around for a while. So I'm going to go up to Graffle and distract him while he's trying to figure this out. By, hey, would you like some Thin Mints? They are a delicacy on our planet. What kind of credits do you use in the future? Also, when could I get paid? I have net 40 terms on these cookies. And, you know, those Girl Scouts, they don't take no for an answer. And
I would like you guys to roll a leadership, I guess, persuasion leadership, maybe. To
Yeah, I can do that.
What kind of information you can get out of him?
Oh my god!
That's
It's
not
my
good.
0 skill.
You get a 0 die though, because you rolled a
Nope.
0, right?
You have to
you have to
No, I have to
succeed.
succeed.
You have
Womp.
to succeed and get a 0 on your roll.
Well,
that has, oh my boy, this slave ship has a lot of health. All right. So yeah, you no one was using a 0 skill to get, or no one was using a 0 die to force Graffle to give you information. He's just gonna say, I don't know, they got laser guns on the saucers. He's like, I was interrogation and human studies, like the weaponry and the ship aspect. That's not something that I knew anything about. I'm more of what you guys would call a biologist.
if I had succeeded in persuading him, would he have just lied to us then?
Well,
I assumed it would be a roll on his behalf, not mine. But I
That's-
also failed, so whatever.
that, you know what? We would that's an alternate timeline that we'll never know the results of, unfortunately.
It's the timeline in which Big Bird exploded in the Challenger.
you know, I find this content challenging.
I'd like to use my last 0 die to put Big Bird in our ship.
I would like to use my 0 die to retrofit that Benson with Big Bird.
That's I think that would be a challenging situation.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's floating through space in a Big Bird costume.
I'm actually gonna practice the laser on Big Benson.
You did get a
Benson
take
Bird.
2 there, Jen.
I'm gonna
I
try it
see.
again. Thank you. I still did not succeed, it looks like.
Still did not succeed.
Thank you though. I appreciate the
That's
attempt.
fine.
It's-
You know
I'm
what?
rolling like whatever the alternative rocks
Alright, yeah,
is.
he doesn't know. I
Yeah.
was just gonna give it to you anyway. I rolled a tech know-how for Krathel. He did not succeed. He doesn't know anything about the ship, unfortunately. Like, he knows that the smaller ones got better maneuverability and they got some like smaller laser guns on them, but that's about it. Like, he can't tell you like what kind of armor, or like, you know, where like a sweet spot to shoot him at or anything. Like, he doesn't know. He's like, I study humans and how they work. I don't know. Unfortunate. But that'll bring us to actually your turn, Captain Tandar.
I'm gonna pilot the spaceship, hopefully. We'll see
Cool.
what happens there. I'm going to try and continually get us into an advantageous position
Okay.
because I'm not firing anything. So
Right. Sounds good.
that's a failure. I'm failing all of my rolls tonight. So we just sit where we are. We're sitting ducks. That's how I failed at. We're sitting
You
ducks.
didn't plan to fire.
Fair enough. Yeah, you didn't
ship
critically
ain't
fail, so you're not
turning
putting
and the
yourself in a
ship-
disadvantaged position.
So we're still neutral.
So yeah, you're not getting any bonuses or detriments to your roll, but that will take us over to Flash. It is up to you. Let me know if you're going to be shooting which saucer, 1 or 2.
Which is there a saucer that's in a direct path that will allow me to also hit Benson's corpse?
Oh god. Sure, we'll put this guy down here. And put this guy
Fantastic.
over here.
Captain, I'm gonna rid us of 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 thorns with 1 pair of gardening shears. I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of Benson's corpse and this alien ship at the same time.
Go
I
ahead,
don't know
Flash.
if you guys can see. I put a little for us in the Roll20. You can actually see color. I put a little blue dot on one of them that says 1, and I put a little blue dot on the other one that says 2. That
Jeff,
way,
I regret to inform you I am part dog and I cannot see color.
that's fine. They have little numbers on them. One says 1, and the other one says 2.
I
He
regret
regrets to inform you that he is a dog and cannot read.
That's exactly where I was gonna go.
I knew it.
I'm aiming for number 2, which I assume is the second one on screen as I cannot read that numeral. And I fucking hit it, Jeff. I had to roll under a 60, and that's a 15.
All right, so your the weapon
110 plus 15.
was, yeah, 110. Gotcha.
At least 15 of that does goes towards Benson's corpse.
Yeah, your Benson. At this point, it is official. Benson is dead as you blast his
proud.
body apart. It shatters. You know, his little freeze dried body just shatters into 100,000 pieces. And you hit the other flying saucer. 15 plus, so it's 125 minus that. So take. Oh god, math hurts my brain. All right, here we go. They are down. Okay. That's going to bring us around to Fran. Flash successfully blew up Benson. He's not going to be returning for season 2. Not as an enemy, someone who was maybe okay, so if he had just been floating in space, I may have made him come back as an enemy in season 2, if and when we ever play it. But you just turned him into fucking hamburger meat in space.
I needed to test that laser, and what better foe than the immortal Benson, who was a thorn in our side for so long, but somehow stayed alive throughout many repeated beatings. He just kept ticking, and I figured if a laser can take Benson out, it can take an alien ship out.
That perfect logic. Fran, it is your turn. As you see Benson getting completely destroyed on the monitors inside the bridge of the ship.
A single tear leaves my eye, and whether it's in sorrow or joy is yet to be seen.
It's actually in
But-
jealousy. You wanted to be the one to hit the button and blow him up.
God, I wish that was me. And
Canonically,
so,
I'd like to say I called all of us over to hit the button so we could all
Together.
enjoy, killing Benson.
Okay,
Power
guys,
of
on the count of
friendship.
3.
It's a team building moment.
all right. So I'm going to direct the slaves and such. I'm gonna say like, hey guys, you might want to go into the hold. It might be a little crowded up here in the bridge, and it might be a little safer down there. You can strap up in case you start getting shifty with some battle. And yeah, that's yeah. I'm gonna suggest that they go to the hold,
All
the
right, make
cargo
me
hold.
a leadership roll for that.
Oh, can I do a charm roll and be like, be like just like home? You'll never know the difference, except you won't have a window of people watching you, or
Okay,
just leave
yeah,
the ship.
yeah. I'll
Fuck
yes,
yeah.
with that logic, yes, you can do charm instead.
Ah, I still failed my wait. Rach gave me a take two just now,
Yes.
so earlier.
Yep.
Yes, success.
All right. So the remaining slaves, do you want any of them to stay on the bridge, like the old man, Teldon, or Lula, or do you just want all of the slaves to vacate the bridge?
Teldon, Lula, and the Sage can stay. The rest, I just
Okay.
say, like, hey guys, go relax. You've had a long day. Go feel like you're at home. Settle down. Claim a corner to sleep in.
This is the part of the script where the budgeting for the show was really we blew all our budget on the special effects. We didn't have any ability to pay extras. So anyone who didn't have a name, get the fuck off the bridge.
Yeah.
don't don't come back. Go strap yourselves in somewhere.
Your checks in the mail.
So the 20 or so slaves that are on your ship, they vacate the bridge. It was pretty crowded in there with all those slaves anyway. And they go wrap themselves up in cargo nets or something in the hole. That'll bring us around to Dr. Abby.
I holler at the captain. Is there anything you need me to do, think, say, believe?
Believe? Is there anything you need me to believe?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm
don't
a
know.
doctor, so my options are kind of limited in space
You're a
battles.
doctor. Maybe you could examine. I don't know what his name is.
Close
To
enough.
determine weak points on him that we may exploit in future battles.
Yes, that would go perfectly with my alien physiology specialty.
All right.
That's what I'm
Grathel looks worried, but continue.
He's not touching him anywhere that Fran hasn't touched him.
I've touched them everywhere.
I know.
I don't think
I
that's how
know.
consent works, but okay.
You already
It's a
let
doctor,
Fran do
damn
it.
it.
You have to let
He's
me.
a doctor, damn.
You can
All
trust
right.
me. I'm a doctor.
Takes giant swig of scotch. Oh god, those are my gills. Get your fingers out of there. Roll that alien physiology.
All right. Ooh, and I failed miserably.
Aha, so I don't have to look up anything in the book. Good for me.
You have a take two,
Since
I do.
when?
Rachel.
That one passed.
That one passed. God damn it. Making me look up things in this book. Alright, you can learn one thing about hybrids. Because he's a hybrid, he's not a full Hydernaut. Where the fuck is he here? Okay, so I'll let you learn I'll let you learn his brawn, brains, balance, or bravado, his strength, dodge, or strength or dodge. His maximum body points, any one skill that he has. If you want to know a skill, I can list them off. What his 0 skills are, or any perks and quirks that they would have. So you get to learn like one thing. So like main stat, secondary stats, any skills, his HP.
Let's go with HP. I feel
his
like that'd be the
HP.
most useful.
Okay, so your average hybrid, Grathel kind of like works with you. He's a scientist as well. He's like, yeah, I eat well and I keep myself relatively physically fit. He's like, I fall within he's like, I fall within the normal range for what a hybrid is. He has 190 body points.
Damn. I look him deep in the eyes and I whisper, I felt your life.
I felt your life?
You're
What
the
does
right
that
kind of
even
life,
mean?
Mr. Abstracto.
Wait, did somebody say Fet Life?
Oh,
I
God.
share the information I learned of the hybrid with the captain.
Okay, good to know.
So hybrids have about 190 HP.
Okay.
I don't know how much that helps with. So the slave ship is up again. Let's see. I think that'll happen next time. So we're gonna move on here to the saucers. They're flying around again. They're gonna try and get into an advantageous position before firing on you to try to get a plus to their weapon attack here. We're gonna roll 2 dice for that. They don't make that skill check, so now they have to roll their heavy weapons here. And one of them hits again, but as we already know, the boost to your your shields again, the lasers are just gonna reflect off. So you're gonna have to basically, you guys, it has just dawned on me that you guys are basically protected from the flying saucers' guns until such time as the big ship can maybe deploy a more powerful spacecraft. I would like someone, we can do this on the crew's turn, but we can use one of your guys' skills for it. I want maybe a tech know-how. I don't think there's like specific tech stuff in this.
Just one, or can we all try in order?
It would just be one person doing it. Everyone else is like doing their own things.
I think that'd be Frenden is the techie.
I've read approximately 60 books on knowing how to
Holy
technical
crap,
things.
that's a lot of books.
Yeah, just give me a tech know-how roll.
I fucking fail. I did not read a book about this.
Yeah, so you guys detect that there are like communications happening between the saucers and the main ship, but you fail to like intercept or decode them, unfortunately. But that'll. Is there anything else that you want the crew to do? You have Lula and some Teldon. You have Grathel. You have the old man. They're not really like spaceship worthy people, but like I don't know if there's anything specific. Let me know. Otherwise, it is Captain Tandar's turn.
I'm going to attempt to maneuver the ship again.
Okay.
In a way that would cause the other ships to have to spend their turn maneuvering to fire at us.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Good
keep
call.
doing that. I'm going to keep trying.
Evasive
I
maneuvers.
almost clicked the wrong thing. Nope, that's a fail. I was like, I thought I had 55 in it. I thought I had 55 and I was like, no, I have 50. So it's 50-50. Still missing. Oh well, didn't
It
happen.
happens.
So yeah, in
Reroll.
the...
Reroll.
Oh, there's a reroll.
Oh, good.
There we go. That's a success.
Cool. All right, you put yourself, as you guys are flying around, I kind of imagine, like, you know, all the ships, you kind of just zipping around, you know, in front of this bigger, you know, ominous presence of this slave ship. You guys are kind of zipping around, trying to get into advantageous positions. They move one way, you kind of mirror their move, and you're kind of have been in this, like, standoff. But you guys do like a fake out kind of maneuver and zip around. You guys are at an advantage, so that is a plus 30 to your skill check to shoot these things. And then they'll be at a disadvantage unless they can succeed on a piloting maneuver to even the playing fields again. But that'll bring us up to Flash. You have a plus 30 on your heavy weapons check to fire at one of those spaceships.
Captain, whatever you just did makes it so I only have about a 10-book chance at missing this next ship. And I think I should fire, Captain, should I fire at the one I already fired against? Or should I fire at the other one and weaken both up? What do you think, Captain?
Now that Benson's gone, I have no idea what we should be firing at.
You're right. In lieu of his sacrifice, I will fire at the dead space where his corpse used to be,
No.
once again hitting the first ship.
Okay, there we go.
I succeed by 8.
Jesus Christ. All right. So 82 on top of that 110 gives us 100.
On top of poor Benson, all covered in rays, I shot that poor spaceship, the end of his days.
All right, this thing is... You massively damage this thing.
Like I said, I'm here for a powerful time, not a long time.
I know that that's not exactly correct, but I don't know which way that extra 2 points would go, so I'm just gonna round to the nearest 10. This thing, you do massive damage. You take this thing like well below what its like halfway point would be. You like engines are like one of the engines on the ship kind of like blow off completely. They got these like two little orbs that have like little flame jets coming out, kind of sticking up off the sides of the saucer with a little glass bubble in the middle. You know, they got two little guns sticking out the front. One engine's like completely ripped off. This thing's like spiraling. It's trying to maintain a course like pointing towards you. Mm-hmm. But that one ship is like severely injured. I'm gonna put a little red dot on there to know that he's really badly injured.
After I fire, I turn to Fran and I say, Fran, not only is your outfit form-fitting, but you have fitting forms for just these occasions, and I appreciate you in this moment. May your fish babies be proud, bountiful, and strong.
Why does everybody keep saying I'm pregnant?
It's that glow. It could be radiation from space, but you have a glow about you.
Fran, it is your turn.
Hi.
All right. I'm doing something crazy. I want to try and send a visual transmission to all the enemy ships, including the mothership.
Okay.
And it's a persuade charm check because I want to be a distraction. And I'm going to be very risque in this thing.
All right.
And even if it's a minus 30, I succeed. And I get a 0 point.
Good God. All right.
So I'm going to turn it, with my 0 point, can I turn it into a crit success?
Sure. What are you aiming to do with this?
Nipple slip. I just want everyone distracted and losing their minds and unable to focus.
I like the extra description, but what are you aiming to like mechanically do with this?
Nipple slip.
Yeah, they're all gonna
Mammalian
be so
nipples.
distracted. They're just
Yeah.
gonna like not pay attention to what's
It's
going on because that just popped up
wardrobe
and happened.
malfunction.
So a minus 30 to their. Okay.
Mhm.
No,
Okey-dokey.
mine is dirty.
Good God. Abstracto, back to you.
I'm distracted. No I'm kidding.
Dr. Distracto, back to you.
Who needs a physical?
Lula looks interested.
Okay. Lula it is. I take Lula back to the medical bay to give her a physical.
Teldon is jealous.
I
He's
can
next.
take Eldon too.
All right. On this turn, you guys receive a video transmission back from the spaceship. You see some. You guys can't understand, but Grathel will translate. But what you see is a picture of the bridge of this ship. So I'll do this here. I'll bring you guys over to the bridge. So you guys can see this, right? This is like sort of like appearing on your guys' video screens. The 3 Hydronaut guys in the back, you can see that they've got vomit floating in their helmets after seeing the nip slip. They're just like, oh god, it's so gross, it's so disgusting. Yeah. This goldfish in this tank, Grathel explains to you that this is like the leader of the Hydronaut ship. It's sort of like like in sci-fi, like sometimes they'll like hook a human brain like up to a computer and it's like a hyper intelligent like living AI. Like this is their version of that. This is a goldfish in a bowl attached to an advanced AI. And the goldfish is like speaking telepathically. Like its mouth is still going bop, 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 right? Just like a goldfish's mouth is always opening and closing. But it's like speaking telepathically, and it says, Your war tactics will not prevail, no matter how disgusting of an image you send to our ships. We will prevail. In just a few moments, we shall be releasing even stronger ships from our fleet to destroy you. Then it will go to the saucers, and we'll go back to this image. So Grathel explains like there are bigger ships that have more powerful cannons on them than the Hydronaut like saucers. He's like not sure how powerful. Like they may or may not be able to get past like the increased shields. He's like, but they do have like at least one class of more powerful saucer. So you guys be wary of that. The 2 ships out here, one they each have a minus 30. The other one's gonna have another minus 30, which brings it down to 0. So the guy who is just spinning around has no chance to do anything on this turn because of how much of a detriment you guys have. But the one guy
Captain,
has a
this
a
ship
minus
seems
30
more
to
disabled than
pilots.
Benson's ability to do basic math because he's a corpse. He's a corpse. Yeah.
That second ship, even with oh wait, never mind. Nope, sorry. I transmuted, whatever the right word is. I got the numbers backwards. I thought the flying one was lower, but the flying one was the higher roll. So no, even so with your distraction and your guys' reposition, that actually adds up to a -60. So that 9 that would have been a successful hit, which wouldn't have done damage anyway, doesn't actually hit you guys, due to the detriments. Again, if there's anything you guys want the crew to do, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll just move on to Captain Tandar.
Meow.
I'd like for the crew to compile their best fish recipes, and then I will continue to look square at Graffle.
Can Grathel
Good
try
lord.
and like send a as like diplomacy or like a request of ceasefire or something? Like, oh, I'm being held captive. Like, can he try in his language?
Yeah. So do you want him just to make that message from the bridge? Or like how do you want that to happen? Because he could just send a message from the bridge and just be like, hey, stop firing on us. Or I was imagining something more like you put him someplace that looks like he's maybe a captive and he's like, no, please don't, like you're gonna kill me too, and like if I survive, like I could always like get you information or something.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so that one's gonna require a little bit more effort, I think.
I'll use my turn to help with that
Okay.
because that's coming up. So, if you want to keep going until then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I whisper to Fran, you could always tell them that we don't even care about our own, let alone one of theirs. We just fucking smoked Benson.
All right,
That
we'll go to
turncoat-
Captain Tandar's turn, and we'll continue with the bluffing later on with Graph.
I'm gonna keep positioning our ship.
Cool.
I'm gonna do it
Alright.
again, piloting the space. Do I have to roll it again, or can I just?
Yeah, roll to try and maintain, because again, they're
Did it.
trying to like zoom around you as well.
I did it.
All
With a
right,
25.
so that keeps Flash with his +30, his skill roll to shoot lasers at these guys. Which one are you going after? You gonna try and finish off the one that's like super damaged, or are you gonna start?
You
working
seem
on
to
the
be
other
under
one?
the misapprehension that I'm targeting either of the small ship.
Oh.
With this +30, I'd like to target whatever bay the new large ships would likely be deploying out of on the big ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to reduce that bay to metal mulch.
Okay. All right. All right.
I have to roll better than a 90. I rolled 26.
Better. So 136 damage. Oh,
Captain, with your death maneuvers, these smaller ships can barely touch us. I'd like to redirect efforts to the docking bay aboard the large cruiser.
It's no Benson, but Godspeed.
We'll have to hedge our Benson bets. Some Benson hedges.
So you can tell just by looking at it that the slave ship itself has a big amount of like armor, just energy armor, and probably a lot of like matter armor as well for like, but you guys don't have any physical projectiles like bullets or anything.
Gotcha.
But you start shooting like into the hangar, trying to like blow stuff up. You can see you have left some damaging marks. You're not exactly sure how much damage that you're gonna have to do to like, I don't know, set off a chain reaction of explosions or something like that. I also don't have like a breakdown of like the hangar has this much HP, the engine bay has like it's just one thing for the team. So I'm gonna make a guess of a threshold of damage.
Sure. It seems like a good way to adjudicate that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. But for now, you don't blow up any like of their ships, but you certainly do some damage to the hangar itself. Maybe you'll get lucky and shoot the door thing, and the doors will close and they won't be able to open again, or who knows.
That's what I figured. Target the bay, hope for the best. The other two small
Yeah.
ships seem to not really be able to do much to us while we're maneuvering, so.
Yeah. I mean, their laser with the with redirecting the power of Benson's room, their lasers can't do anything to you guys. So
Captain Benson's death was the best thing to ever happen to this ship.
I knew it. I always knew it.
All right, that brings us up to Fran. Fran, since you said you're gonna help with this, I'll let you make a bluff check, and we'll see what happens.
I succeed. I rolled a single digit with
you get
bluff.
Is bluff a 0 skill for you?
No.
Bummer. All right, so you don't get a 0 die back, but you do succeed. Grathel, like, you take Grathel off out of the bridge for this turn. You go like someplace. You use maybe some of your makeup or something to like scuff him up a little bit, make it look like you beat him up a little. And he like pleads to the ship. He's like, they captured me. Please stop firing on the ship. Like, don't blow it up. Like, he's like, they're not watching me right now, and I was able to take a hand radio, and let me try and see where they're going, and if I'll be able to radio in later and tell you their position, kind of like that kind of a lie, right? When it gets back to the slave ship's turn, we'll see if anything happens from that. But that is going to bring us up to Dr. Abstracto.
Mr. Dr. Abstracto.
Yeah.
So
What do I pay you for?
I didn't go to Mr. school for you to not call me Mister.
I have a doctorate in Mister.
I have a doctorate in Mister. Oh God. Quote that for the end credit scene. How about yeah, roll a science biology check for me as you're giving Lula her physical.
Yeah, I'm giving it to her. Professionally. That is a pass.
That is a pass?
Yep.
So you make a pass at Lula.
I make a pass on Lula.
Make a pass on me.
And you succeed, which is, as we have established in an earlier episode, she did think that Dr. Abstracto was a cute little guy. Literally a cute little guy, because you're only like 3.5 feet tall or whatever. And
I'm adorable.
yeah, you succeed in giving her her physical, and to move past the awkwardness that I was suffered through last episode, other things happen as well. A budding romance in bloom. It comes up to the slave ship. Fran, you hear over the two-way video radio that you gave to Grathel, fish, right? You hear like their speech, and then the transmission cuts out. Grathel translates to you, and he says that your plan worked, and they are basically going to instruct their heavy gunners to like still come out of the bay. They're gonna fly around, they're gonna shoot at you guys, but basically make it like put on a show to make it seem like your escape attempt actually like goes off, and make it like seem like you earn it, right? They're gonna play into this idea of him being captured.
Perfect.
So the skipping over the hydronauts, space saucers, they're flying around. They're not able to do anything to you guys. How Hydronaut, Grathel, and Fran. God, why did I blank on your name? Grathel and Fran come back into the bridge. Do you want to tell them what happened, or do you want Grathel to like impart this information?
He can do it. It's his turn.
All right. So yeah, Grathel basically informs you guys. So we, she beat me up a little bit. We bluffed them. Be ready for the heavy gunships to come out. They're gonna fire at us. But I convinced them that I'm actually a double agent and I'm gonna feed them information. They're going to let us escape. Make it look good, basically, is what he's saying. Like, they're gonna fire at us, but not like at us. They're gonna fire around our ship, and basically just make the escape attempt look cool, is what he's saying. That brings us to Captain Tandar.
I immediately try to escape with our ship before they even get a chance to fire at us.
All right. Make a piloting check.
That's a fail, but I'm going to use a 0 die to make it wait, does it make it a success with a 0 die?
Yeah.
I make it a success with a 0 die.
Alrighty. With your successful roll, and fittingly for it to be on with a 0 die, as this is Spaceship Zero after all. You guys you start to make your escape a little bit early. They're gonna have, like, their ships come out on the next round. There's the little saucers, they're flying around. You guys escape to the backside of the moon and zip off, heading towards, well, I guess, where are you guys trying to go?
I think we said Mars, right?
I think, yeah,
that's what I
at
thought.
the end of the last session, I think you guys said you were gonna try and find the human resistance on Mars, right?
That's
Good
where
job,
we go.
Captain. This
Cool.
is not the first time I've zipped off on the back of a moon.
So, God damn it. So yeah, you guys zip around. You make the escape attempt look really good. You kind of turn around the dark side of the moon. You like lose sight of them and blast off towards the asteroid belt, towards Mars. And that is, as you guys fly off into the wild green yonder, I guess, Futurama reference, into the starry blacky ink sky that is space. We bring season 1 of Spaceship Zero to a close. I would like to thank all of you guys for playing. It's been a fun little mini campaign. Let's go around the table. Let everybody know where they can find you when you're not here. Substances used.
Hi, I'm single, ready to mingle, and I kinda got a tinkle. You can find me on twitch.tv/substancesused, where I play JRPG games and Dead by Daylight, and otherwise I do, maybe some just chatting streams. And beyond that, I can be on other people's streams playing a lot of tabletop, like Steam Steel Murder, Featherfall Tabletop, Foulsham_art. It's just all sorts of fun places. So yeah, thanks.
We got Frenden.
Hi, I'm Frenden, and when I'm not zipping off to the far backside of a moon, you can find me drawing things at twitch.tv/Frenden. Thank you. Thank you.
We got the Jentendo.
Hi, I am Jentendo. You can find me on the internet under Jentendo or Riot Jentendo. I don't play very many games right now. I've got a game coming up on Sunday on Free League Publishing. Got a Tuesday game next week on Bert's channel with Dion, and every other week Frenden is there as well. And on Thursday, I've got a 5e Star Wars game on Featherfall Tabletop.
Awesome. And Mr. Abstracto.
Well, when I'm not in the bathroom, I'm usually doing schoolwork, and I'm actually thinking about streaming again.
Nice.
I don't really have a schedule though. So.
What? You did the sound command during your own speech jammed yourself.
I know what you're referring to.
God damn it. And I am Jeff of this channel right here, Foulsham_art. I try to stream art on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays during the week. Right now, I am working to get our Kickstarter for the Osrin West anthology of fantasy western comic. Trying to get that all set up, so streams during the week are hit or miss, but for this particular show, the Saturday night RPG show, as it is called now, that we're not playing D&D anymore, moving into the future in August, we're going to be doing some one-shots here and there. We're going to be doing a community night of another Crash Pandas, which is a super fun game. If you guys are interested in that, join the Discord. I'll put the link in the chat right there. Join my Discord so that you can get notifications about when we're going to be doing that. It might be next weekend, depending on what I'm doing next weekend. But for Crash Pandas, the basically that game is a bunch of raccoons all working together, kind of, to drive a car. And it's basically like street racing, but the players are a bunch of pandas. And none of the other street racers, which are humans, acknowledge the fact that you guys are a bunch of raccoons in a car. It's chaotic. It's fun. It works best with a lot of people. 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 people. So, big, fun community night. So join the Discord. Make sure you keep an eye out this week for notifications on when that's going to happen. I'm doing a thing where we started in Santa Monica at the Santa Monica Pier. We're going all the way to New York and Coney Island. I use Google Maps to shout out real streets and real places. The next one is a street race through the city of Las Vegas. I expect it to be really fun going, past the Luxor, the pyramid, and past all those cool landmarks
Jeff,
in Vegas.
I'm just throwing it out there, but there may have been a time in my early adulthood where I jumped a Mazda 626 off a parking garage in Las Vegas, but we'll just leave that for another time.
Nice. Hey, if you want to try and relive that memory, come on back for Crash Pandas, my friend.
I might have to.
After Crash Pandas, I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 one-shots of a system called Mundane Lost, which is a Twilight Zone style game. That'll be open for like a single player or maybe 2 players, because Twilight Zone's usually about 1 or 2 characters in a weird world. And I think that game works best with a smaller kind of cast. And then starting in September, possibly the 4th, possibly the 11th, whatever Saturday there. I'm still trying to build a cast for it. But starting in September and going until Halloween weekend on the 30th of October, we're going to be playing a game for our next season of the RPG show called The Happiest Apocalypse on Earth. The best way to put that is guests and workers are trapped in a haunted theme park that is definitely legally distinct from the other park that has a mouse as its mascot. So if you guys are into horror, if you're into strange eldritch Cthulhu mythos, or if you like Five Nights at Freddy's with like animatronics coming to life, there's a whole bunch of different little story threads that I can kind of weave into that next season. But it's people trying to survive a fucked up haunted theme park. And I think it's going to be a really fun way to bring in the spooky season, play through October, and all that good stuff. We are going to try and find someone to raid here, but like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you can possibly find me here. We are still going to be doing the community interaction stuff. So if you want to come and just lurk and build up your channel points to interact with our future RPG shows, I would love to have you here. Let us raid. Let's see here. You know who we don't get to raid all that often? We don't get to raid Joe all that often. We just did a podcast with Joe Dirt, actually. You can find it here. We talk about streaming and RPGs and kind of like some behind the scenes stuff. And it was a good time. I had fun. It was a good podcast. So we're gonna go raid Heroes approved team member Joe Dirt. Thank you all for watching our season of Spaceship Zero. I hope to do a season 2. I have another module waiting to be played. But I got a lot of other games to get to before then, so who knows when we'll get back to this game. But if you guys like it, again, join the Discord. Let me know that you like this show, and we might do a season 2 a little bit sooner than I had originally intended, if you guys really like this and want us to do some more. Thank you all again. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you on Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, cool. Pause that.